Okay, I had a snafu. But welcome to Snippets and Nuggets. I am your host, the Black Pearl, and today we are talking about how to get the person of your dreams. How do you do that? Wouldn't we all love to know? Yes, we would. But I'm not going to do this by myself. I have a host with me, a co host. She is your bestie. Yes, she is. I'm going to let her in. I'm let her in right now. She's your EBB. She's every bestie.
What up, though?
What up, though?
How are you?
I'm good. I am good. I was just telling everybody that we're talking about on Snippets and Nuggets today how to get the person of your dreams, and who better to help me host, my co-host, your EBB. Tell them who you are in case they didn't know.
In case you didn't know, it's your EBB, everybody's bestie. How y'all doing, besties? So I'm so excited to be on Snippets and Nuggets today, y'all. Y'all don't even know. I'm excited to be here and to co-host with my big sister, my blood big sister. Okay?
Absolutely.
I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. And we are excited to have you. We're going to talk about getting the person of your dreams because guess what? I want that. I want the person of my dreams. Okay.
We
So
all want it.
talk about it. I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know, when you think about the person of your dreams, like what do you think about? Like when I think about the person of my dreams, I think about just the best thing ever. You know, the best person ever. Like, but where does that come from? The person of your dreams. What you think?
I don't know. And also, when I thought, before I actually got the person that I didn't even know I dreamed about,
Okay.
when I thought about the person of my dreams, it was fairy tale-ish. I never thought it existed, honestly. Everything to me, um, I never took anything serious. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did take certain things serious, I always got disappointed in the end. So just looking at other people's relationship, my own relationships and stuff like that, I did not think that person existed. So that was a doozy to look forward to. Never look like what?
That's what my dream doesn't exist.
Yeah, I never looked at it like that. I never was optimistic about that.
Huh. That's interesting. And you know what? What you said too, it's kind of fairy tales, right? Like as young girls, I think that we are taught to believe in fairy tales. You know, we got the Cinderella, we got the Snow White, we got all of these people, but that doesn't really equate to real life. So I think like the person of your dreams, I think instead of saying that, I kind of want the person of my reality to think about it.
That sounds good.
You know what I mean? Like forget having my dreams. How about the person of my reality? And what's my reality though?
And my reality though.
What's my reality? So I think that, you know, I chose to have you on because I think you have a really dynamic story about how you got the love of your life, the person of your reality, the person who was more than a dream, I think, and I call him my brother-in-law. So tell us a little bit about how you got there. How did you get to the place? Because you said that you initially you weren't even really like checking for the person of your dreams because it didn't even seem like a thing. So, but how did you? What happened and how did you meet him? What was the they asked Sierra?
Y'all, let me feel the. Okay, let me tell y'all what the real business is. Okay, my person of my reality had been in my reality for years and years, not even realize or recognize him. I met my husband 6.5 years ago. It's almost been 7 years now. Oh, he's in the background. That's a lie. How long was it back? It's been like 7.5 years. Okay, we worked together at Olive Garden.
Okay.
We worked together with Olive Garden. I was a server. He was a cook. Okay. We both were in relationships at that time.
Oh.
His mother-in-law actually was a server with me. Okay.
Okay.
So when I first seen him, I just seen him. I'm like, oh, he's cute. You know what I'm saying? I probably smashed him. We being real. I'm being honest.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I never looked at it like a serious thing. We used to flirt back and forth. And me being a server for so many years, I knew that my cooks and my hosts, I need to be very nice to them. That's my money. You know what I'm saying? So I was always really nice to my cooks. But me and my husband used to flirt. And he used to like make sure my food was done well and set to the side. Not let nobody touch my stuff and all of that.
He was your cook.
He was my cook.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my cook. And one day he came to me, he said, you my wife. I said, boy, please. I said, you don't even want to start dealing with me. I'm telling you right now, I'm addicted. He said, maybe I like addiction. I never forget this conversation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, all the girls in the service like, don't talk to him. He got a girlfriend. I really did not care because I never, not one of those days, looked at it like I would be with this man. Or I would date this man. I just knew I probably mess around with this man. We probably be cool. We probably be sneaky links.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I looked at it. You know.
Right.
We end up talking for a little while. We end up losing contact, and then he came back into my life about 2.5 years ago. And that's when things really start unfolding as far as the seriousness of him and I. Back then, at that time, I was not whole enough to be able to accept the type of man that he is. I was not, for one, I didn't have the proper relationship with God.
That's number one. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I didn't take life serious.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take relationship serious. Mm-hmm. And I was a toxic person.
Recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster. Okay. So I wasn't ready for none of that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Let me cut in real quick. Do you think a lot of us prematurely get involved in relationships when we are the disaster? And we think but really it's us?
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. And I remember you yesterday when you asked me what was my prayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
For Claire. My prayer was never for Claire. My prayer was always for me.
Come on.
God, make me whole, Lord. Lord God, see everything that's broken, everything that's been damaged, Lord God. Lord God, prepare me.
Prepare me.
For the husband. My prayer was for myself.
You better talk.
Because I was a capital MESS.
Yes. Yeah.
And
yes.
I was, and you know. As God began to do those things in me, my husband started coming around, and I started looking like, you know. And it was literally one day, it was just like, zoom, blinders lifted. And when my blinders was lifted, I was shocked. Like, and I said it out loud to him, like, oh my God, you are my husband. Wait a minute.
So one day, blinders lifted. Explain that.
What? I feel like the whole time I couldn't see the reality of who he really was because I wasn't ready. And I feel like if I ever went into that relationship before where I was at the time when I was ready, I would have ruined probably him. I would have ruined it and everything else.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know that for a fact, you know, because I destroyed everything I touched. And it's not like my hands were too heavy. I destroyed it on purpose because I'm going to destroy you before you destroy me.
Wow. So
and that's just
so were you aware that you were destroying things first? Or is this something?
Right. I was self-sabotaging everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I trusted nothing. So it was like, I don't even look at this like, oh, this could be my happiness when I enter something. I'm looking at when you gonna mess up. I had the mindset of already thinking everybody wasn't worthy. everybody was a joke. Everybody was going to do me wrong because I was done wrong before.
Mm-hmm.
So after that pain, I said I would never let nobody hurt me again. And I became the person that hurt. Was it right? Absolutely not. Did I feel like I at that back then? No, I didn't care. If you know what I'm saying, if it was right or wrong then. Now I do. It's like that. Sometimes I look back. Just recently I did that. I look back like I hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hurt a lot of people. You know, some of them did not deserve, you know, the hurt that I caused, but that's just who I was at that moment. And that's why my prayer was for me, so I can stop being that person.
That's really deep. You know what? One thing I learned, you know, like about a year or so, going on 2 years now, I cut all my hair and I started going to the barber shop. And when I started going to the barber shop and getting cut, you start hearing what the men are talking about, right? And so one thing the men were saying was that, man, like that first heartbreak, it feels so crazy. I shake inside. I mean, they started describing, all of them were describing the same feeling. You know the feeling though. Like we feel that over again, right? Like when they break our heart and then, you know, we find out they're cheating or we find out whatever. And then it's like, oh, and we go through this. They said they go through that one time. After that, it's it. But
so did I.
Or they hurt everybody else first.
And that's what I did. I think I was had a man mentality, because after that first heartbreak, I was done. I was angry a lot of times after that, but I was not hurt like I was that first time ever again. I got hurt one time, and I said I would never, ever, ever feel that again. So I did the hurting. Before you can hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. And I was a dog. Like I was a bold dog. I do it in your face, all that. And then if anybody ever did anything to me in a relationship, instead of hurt, probably was deep down hurt, but I turned it into anger. I just would get mad. And I was violent. So I would act out, lash out.
Wow. That sounds crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. And do you think my husband didn't feel any of that? He was the first person coming to a person that was going through a healing, that did this one thing. My whole life I've been this way. Then you come in, you the I ain't gonna want to call my husband a test dummy, but you know, you was the first one. And it was like in the beginning I self-sabotage with my husband. But the good thing about God is that he knows what you need.
Come on.
And he equipped this man with so much patience and understanding to know and realize what I was doing. He used to tell me, like, stop trying to make an argument. We're not doing that. Like, he used to tell me, like, you're self-sabotaging. It's things like that. And it'll just be like, it made me feel stupid.
Right.
Like he is calling out somebody nobody has ever done. Just calling out like, I'm not doing it. I'm not, you know, and that just made me like, all right. I gotta get it together. You know what I'm saying?
When you seen him, when he was able to really, what he did was he anchored you.
Yeah.
Because you were emotionally out of control.
Absolutely.
So what that man was able to do was to anchor you, but before you got to that, God had to fix you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's no special prayer. You know, I hear women say all the time, well, what was Sierra's prayer? That's why I asked you that, like, okay, what was the prayer, girl? I personally that there is a prayer or an incantation. I believe that you be you also. And to become you, you have to know who God is. He introduces us to ourselves. So if we don't have...
Hey, get out of here.
Huh?
Girl. That was Cliff walking past, no clothes, all this.
He was naked and not ashamed. He was
and not ashamed or afraid.
But see, this is why I done lost my whole train.
Girl.
But what I'm saying though is, it's no real incantation. It's no method. It's no prayer. It is exactly what you said. It's about, Lord, heal me. Lord, make me whole. Lord, who am I first? So when I see him, I should see my reflection there.
Yeah.
I should see me. because at the end of one. So when you looked at Cliff, did you see yourself? Did you see things in yourself in him?
Absolutely. I seen things in him in me. Like, that's what I see.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Once I was able to let go of all the years of alpha female dominant, God got this, I got this, I ain't nobody can tame this beast type attitude, and someone presented themselves that made me want to submit, and I got to feel like a woman for real. Once I got to be a woman, okay, I was able to see a lot of my husband in me.
That part.
And it's like I got to see who I was really. All those years, that wasn't who I was.
Right, right.
This is who I am. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to breathe and let the head be the head. And I just simply be the neck. Let the driver be the driver, and I be that seat belt. Like, I got to do that.
Yeah.
And it's the first time ever in my life. And I've been through a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? That was all mostly jokes to me. Sorry, guys. You know, but even my first marriage, a joke.
That was a joke.
It was I never loved him.
Wow.
Never.
Wow.
You know, I just felt like I was doing the right thing. Having the baby. Huh?
How can you love somebody when you don't know yourself? Because if you don't know yourself, you can't love you, right?
That's it. I never knew who I was.
Of me. So if I don't know me, I can't love me. And if I can't love me, I surely can't love you, right?
I surely can't love you. Hey, Sarita.
We see you on here. Hey, girl.
I surely couldn't love anyone else. And that's the thing about it. Like, the beautiful thing about this marriage, this man, let me tell y'all about my husband, okay? My husband is the best man I've ever met. I didn't even think they exist or was built like this. I've heard people talk about similar, and they still didn't talk this good. You know what I'm saying? This man is amazing, and you can't tell me he's not a godsend. You know what I'm saying? He's everything I need and everything I lack. You know what I'm saying? He is just like, it's just a complete, just 24/7 build up. It's never a tear down.
That's good.
It's amazing. Even when we do, in the beginning, it was our rough patch, y'all. In the beginning of our relationship was when it was rocky. It was hard in the beginning because we were learning each other. I was self-sabotaging 100%. 100%. It was too good to be true to me. Like, I can't trust this. You know what I'm saying? And I've had people come and saying, "What thus said the Lord," even you. You don't know that your last words to me is what made me fully submit and say, okay.
What I say, girl?
If it wasn't for that. So I had been praying the whole time, like me and him was together, and I was saying, "Lord, is this it? Lord, is this it? Lord, is this it?" And God wasn't talking back. It was silent. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. So the whole time I'm just acting a fool. My birthday party, me and my husband was sitting there. You walked up, you sat down at the table, you said, "This is it." That was all I needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? And it was so amazing. And it was the exact question. Is this it? I was asking, was this it?
Yeah.
And I remember also, Holly came to me and she said, God is getting irritated with you because you keep coming to him talking about this is too good to be true. And he said, who do you think he is?
Ooh, girl. Listen, a lot of times, I'm going to tell you, we say we are in expectation and all of this stuff. We're not expecting nothing for real.
We not. We not.
For real. Because if I fully expect God to move in my life, I'm going to move like that.
That's right. That's right.
And this too good to be true. Because that is right. Who do you think I am? I am God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he can't be good to us, who can? But that's because we trust in ourselves more than we do trust in God a lot of times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you got that revelation, and God sent you in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. He let his word be established, and then you created that that confidence. Well, that confidence was created in you through listening to his word, really. and allow. Wow.
Absolutely. And then you have a woman that has never listened to a damn thing anybody says. Nobody was ever able to be like, this is what I want you to do, or this is how I feel. And I don't care about that type of stuff. So
right.
Going into husband is very, like, everybody that knows him and seen him, y'all think he's just quiet, he don't say much. My husband is very, he'll let you know what time it is. Like, he's ahead for real. Like, this is what, and this is what, not in a controlling way.
Yeah.
But in a head type of way. And I didn't know how to take that in the beginning because I was so used to making all decisions. But he told me, sit back, let me take care of you. Let me take care of you. It's okay.
That's the hard part, though, too, Annie, because
it's too hard.
When you're not used to a man really being ahead, like I haven't seen that. Like I have in my personal life as far as the husband-wife dynamic and the man really being the head. And I've been married before, and it wasn't no head.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
The Seaforth. I had to do both duties. You know what I mean? Not even realizing it. Even though I used to maybe slide the money under the table to try to make him feel like a king, he knew he was a jester.
Absolutely. Jester. Same, girl, same.
So me pretending and putting on, trying to pump him up, it didn't do any good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but I did that because I didn't even know who I was yet. I didn't even know where I was and what I wanted. But now I do know what I want, and now I do know as a fully grown woman.
And you are great. You are a great wife. I don't get it. I remember I used to say, like, if I was a dude and that was I would wife her so quick. Like, what? You pretty, you cook, you clean, you make sure everything good. Like, you are a good wife.
You know, and I go over it, and I used to go over that in my head, like, so what's missing? Like, God, why am I still yet single? Because I do want to be married again. I really, really do. I mean, that really is a desire of my heart.
You deserve
it. What do you think, in your opinion, because you are my sister, what do you think the holdup is for me? Because I think
the holdup is these scared men.
Oh.
That's what I think the holdup is. I think they see, I think that they get intimidated. Because it's so good, but you're a boss in your own right. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. And it can be intimidating to a man that's not a man. Like,
so I need them to man.
I don't think the holdup is you. I don't
know. I think that for sure this last year, I've really been settled on I'm good either way. And so I want and I desire that marriage component. If something happened and I didn't get married, I'm enough.
I don't think so. I don't even think that you're not married again.
You said what?
I don't think that you're not going to be married again. I think that you're going to be married again.
Will.
Absolutely. I think that you're going to get your chance to be that wife that you've always been, but feel the appreciation.
That's the part, because like, do people really appreciate? Like, I think that people think it's front. You know what I mean? I think people think it's cap. Yeah. Like they say now, it's all cap. It's all okay. Yeah. So whenever you get me, it's gonna turn into hell. I don't know, but I don't know who these people been messing with. Also, maybe they got to fix them, and I need to just sit back and keep doing what I'm doing. What I'm doing, what I have learned though, is start to drop the hanky. Yeah. See if he can catch this.
That's it.
Then he can catch me. Personally, you know, I haven't really opened myself up to a lot of possibilities, you know, in the last almost 10 years. So I've been pretty much closed off. So, but I think as I open up to me and more possibilities and what could come into my life, I think I'll be more open to it. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that, and I will be ready. And guess what? I'm not going to be so quick to cut people, because I will be cut with
even cut you off so quick. Yeah,
I'm patient and I deal with a lot. I will cut you off.
We got that bad. We do.
We got that bad.
French got that bad.
Yeah, and I've learned though you can't just do that. So if he go out and do X, Y, Z, I can't just be like, okay, it's over. I know how to do divorces.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know how to do my own paperwork. But that's not my focus. My focus is not the paperwork. My focus now is building a life and adding to that next person. So what advice would you give a young woman, or an older woman? Because I'm mid-40s, older woman, or a younger woman, or any woman, or any person who is looking to get that love of their life. And I see, hey, Princess. I see her. That's another one who has what most people look at and say that's a dream marriage. That's you got teens here. Yeah. So, but what would you suggest to people that are looking to finally find a person of their dreams?
I would suggest reevaluating and fixing your relationship with God, making sure that is tight. That's first.
Number one.
Being open and actually being willing to look when you're shown, because God will show you. You know, you just got to be willing to look, and I was willing to look. And also, I remember I did pray something about my significant other. I remember one day telling God, and this is right when Cliff came, after I did this, I said, okay, Lord, he don't have to look all fine. Because I'm big with the looks. I'm not going to lie.
I don't got no type.
I got a type. Okay?
I got a type. I'm just playing.
It's bad too. It's bad. And I used to be like, Lord, please, I just want to look like this. Please, I just want to be like, And then I remember one day I said, Lord, all right, I don't care what he looked like. Forget the Coca-Cola bottle. I'll take a 2-liter.
Oh, baby.
I just really, for real, I just was like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't care what he look like no more. Looks don't even matter anymore. Lord God, whoever you see fit for me to have.
Yeah.
And he sent me my husband. And not only is he great, he fine. To me.
And he is your type. He's your type.
100% my type. Everything I like, from the eyes to the hair to the everything I like, he is. Yeah. And it's just like, God was just like, once you surrendered that part to me, I put the cherry on top.
Ooh, yes. And that's what you want. That's what you want to top everything off for you is God. He knows what you need. He does. Yeah. And he's not going to leave halfway.
Yeah.
That's good. So once you said, God, all of that don't matter. He said,
don't
okay,
matter.
Now you can have it.
I would have took the goon off of Vampire in Brooklyn. No, seriously. And that's a big deal. I think that was a big deal for me to figure that.
I used to love Dennis Rodman, like back in the day. The reason I say I don't have it, the reason, no say Dennis, but I know he's not Fabio, which Fabio is hit. I don't know why they use him for an example. But I know he's not ever Jason Momoa. Okay?
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, it was his heart. It was something so beautiful about his heart to me, even though he was a weird guy. It was just something inside that just made me connect. That's what I mean, like, I don't have a type. Like, a particular, you just types, I would say, like an Ebro, type, or a David Banner type. But those are all, those are, right? So I can like anybody, but what's in your heart?
What's in your heart?
That's most important to me. And then if you're intelligent and funny, to me, I think being funny, being intelligent, and most of all, being God-fearing is what really pulls at my heart. A man of God, oh my God, that's the best. That's number one. How's your husband's relationship with God? Was he praying for you?
So he was. He was. He's the one that said, God showed me that you were my wife.
Wow.
In the beginning. And at that time, I always had a relationship with God, but at that time, I wasn't living that way at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, boy, I thought it was straight up a pickup line. You know what I'm saying? And then once we got into and we got into it, and I started knowing who he was. We pray together every day. He put a marriage prayer above our bed, and we were saying that every day for a while, as well. So his relationship with God is there and growing. It's a lot of things he didn't know, because everybody not raised the same. He wasn't really raised in the church. He started trying to develop that on his own. You know what I'm saying? Me, mama had us up in through the back, the top, the bottom of the church. You know what I'm saying? So it's I know a little more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now we're able to build that even together.
That's good. That's good.
But the yoke is equal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the Bible says, how can two walk together except that they agree, right? And I think some people unequally yoked, meaning like, okay, he's not in the church or you are in the church. I think being in the building is not the thing. The thing is guiding you. Is God working in you? And are you both going in the same direction? And not only equally yoked spiritually, what do y'all want out of life?
Period. Yeah.
We got a yoke. It holds the necks of the cattle together, right? And so if I want to be living in the woods and being a hippie, and you want to live the city life, we're probably
doing it. Oh, yeah, we're not a match. We're not gonna be a match, you know.
Okay.
No, we're not doing that. And I love the fact of what is it called when you got to meet in the middle? I can't think of the word.
Compromise.
Yeah, compromising. So a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, it's got to do with being yoked as well, because it's going to be some things that it's like, I don't feel this way, but y'all can come to the middle with it, and y'all can compromise on it. That's another good thing, and we do that very well. We do that very well, and it's new to me. It's new to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've never been in a relationship like this. Even, you know, I had people like, when we first got together, a lot of my exes used to try to throw shade and things like that. Like, oh, you want like this for me? You know, it was a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm glad. And people still to this day, I got an inbox not too long ago say, I'm glad you're like that about somebody.
Oh, was that
somebody just said that? Because I was never like this about nobody.
Okay. So they kind of felt the type of way.
Yeah. Yeah, they did, because they wanted a love that I couldn't give.
You just said something. Right there. I think a lot of times we're expecting people to give us what they just don't have the capacity to give.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily an evil person, a bad man, all men are dogs, all that. No. They just don't have the capacity. It's just not them. So until in them, they can't pour it into us. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom. Empty cup. And it sounds like you were empty at a point.
I was completely dry, bone dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for I couldn't give anybody anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But once I got filled up, once I really opened up, surrendered to God, and really let God into my life and allowed him to do what he does best, and became filled, now I'm able to give a love that I didn't even know I could have.
That's good. That's great. So you didn't even discover that until you surrender. And what I'm hearing you say, here's the secret, ladies and gentlemen. When you are looking to get the person of your dreams, which we want to repoint that, the person of your reality.
Person of your reality, yeah.
Then the first thing you have to do is let God in.
That's the first thing.
Put him first. Let him introduce you to you.
Yeah.
Step 2, after you've done that, you have to let your own personal ideas and thoughts of what you thought you wanted, let that go.
Yeah.
You have to really trust the creator to give you what you said you wanted. You said, I want it for me, somebody great for me, somebody good. And he knows what's good.
He knows, and he knows very well, like 100%. Like when I said before that my husband is everything that I'm lacking, because when I say lacking, everybody looking around, don't look around. Everybody's lacking something or lacking at a point in time. It's not, I don't have to be lacking it every day.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But when I am lacking in a place, when I tell you he picks that thing up, he take care of it, and the key of it all for me, I never got to hear about it again. He don't talk about what he did. That's big for me.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Because he's not trying to get the glory. It's not about right, it's about what's right.
That's right.
He's building, and he gets that. So that's how you know that's for you. That's how you know that's 100%.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves is when you do something for me. Oh shoot. Somebody calling me, my bad. When you do something for me and you throw it in my face, that's why I don't want nobody doing nothing for me. That's why I was always like, let me take care of it. I'll make sure I do it. I didn't even have to let him know that's one of my pet peeves for him to not do it.
Wow.
It's amazing.
He already understood you. It didn't need to be said. It didn't need to be said. So you had to also trust the process.
Trust the process. Hard. That wasn't easy.
It was breaking down all that old thinking, all that old thought, all that old way. So, but you had to trust.
I had to trust the process, and the process was beautiful.
Really awesome. I love it. You have been a blessing to my podcast today. You guys, make sure you go and follow your EBB. Where can they find you, Miss Lady?
Find me on YouTube. Anything Goes, ANNIETHING, Goes, GOES. Y'all can find me on TikTok, Star Status Cat Eyes with a Z. Star Status Cat Eyes. And y'all see me on here. So go follow. I just started my YouTube channel, just got it up. I just looked today. My video got 1.2K, and I'm grateful. And we're going up and up.
All the way up.
We're going up, and I'm excited, and y'all go follow me. And I'm so happy to be on Snippets and Nuggets, of course. I love to be here. And this was great. This was a great conversation.
Yes, it really was. And we have to have more conversations like this, and we have to get to and keep going with the work. Make sure you guys like and share this. Make sure you subscribe in the with the link below to Snippets and Nuggets. You can also find me on YouTube. You can find us both on Spotify. You can find us on the Anchor app. So go ahead, wherever you listen to your podcast. We're gonna also have this same conversation over on the platform for Anchor and Spotify. So make sure you guys follow and listen and share. Tune in every single week. This is episode 19. We love you guys. Make sure that you're spreading the word, and make sure that you're keeping yourself accountable for what you want in your life. If you want the person of your dreams, of your reality, however you want to phrase it, get to know you. Become that person that you want in your life.